That's so weird. Camera started before I was even ready. So I guess this is a reading for the collective. It's 2 a.m. I just woke up. I woke up, it was like 1:33, then I saw 1:44, and now it's 2 a.m. I came home from my long-ass day at Amazon, made candles, and then took a little nappy nap. So, I brought cards with me the last 2 days in the van because I could feel like somebody or something wanting to be shared. But I was a little busy. Chariot, so you may be a little busy. Things could be moving quickly for people at this time, is what I'm getting with that. And it's so weird that there's like just one of those cards in here. 10 of Wands. By the way, this is the 3 of Swords. Termination, unpleasant outcomes, licking your wounds. I feel like you may have gone through a painful ending, or you know, you may be burdened right now. Like, you know, in my circumstances, it's like it's not the most ideal thing. I have all these people asking questions. Like, tons of people are on my personal Facebook right now, commenting and saying different things, and different people have been like, "What about Divine Essentials?" Because they see me driving for Amazon and doing all these other things like DoorDash and stuff, and it's not like I'm like, oh yeah, this is the best thing ever, I'm gonna go off of here and have this career. Even people that I'm close with are like, did you get a new job? I'm like, yeah, for money. Like, not just because I want to, but I've found this is a recurring theme for the collective. Like, I'm not the only one out here in the spiritual community that has been struggling, and it's been an ongoing thing that I've been seeing for well over a year, where there's people in my situation, you know, where they were doing fine, and then it was like, and I think a lot of it came in with the scammers and shit, okay? Because now people are afraid, 8 of Swords, people are afraid to buy stuff, people are afraid of getting burned, people are getting messed up due to collaborations with the wrong situations, or just collaborations with the wrong circumstances in our life. Like, I know for myself, I collaborated with people that were, or I thought I was collaborating with people that were collaborating with others, you know, multiple times. This goes back through my history of like, oh shit, like everybody burns you, or everybody uses you to the best of their ability to use you, and then they fucking take off and leave you like the Queen of Swords, because now you're like, the fuck? What the fuck? Like, I did all that stuff for you, and I was waiting for something good to happen, and all I got was anxiety now, because, like, I busted my ass and got hurt. So, take it as it resonates for you in your life. Where did you feel like you were going to get stability and got nothing? Or, you know, things fell apart. I feel like it doesn't matter at this point anymore, because we're moving out of that storm. It may take a lot of hard work, and you may left bruised. You may be like, oh my god, like I'm all bloodied up and I'm all bruised and I'm limping. Like, I've been limping for the past couple of days. People are looking at me like, you know, guys and stuff are like, I recognize that limp, you know, because we're working hard and we're overcoming whatever bullshit there was. And it's like, sometimes we just gotta go through it. Sometimes you just gotta go through it. There's nothing you can do. Like, it doesn't take away from your value, you know? Like, if you're struggling financially, if you're struggling emotionally, if you're struggling physically, if you're struggling spiritually, whatever, like, it doesn't matter. You are still valuable. You can still be sexy, single, confident, independent you. Like, you know? We can go up and down, and it doesn't mean that we are any less than, or less deserving of, or need to hide away who we are, or feel like comparison, because when we start doing that, we just put ourselves down lower and lower. So we need to take control of the situations in our lives and move quickly and speak up and become the empress or the emperor in our lives. You know, take back the power and the clarity of our lives so that we can have our victory, so that we can heal and trust our intuition. You know, let your intuition guide you. You may be finding clarity in a lot of different things too, like, you know, things that you once thought were going to be a certain way, or things that are happening right now that don't seem great, but are leading you to a wonderful new beginning. So trust your intuition. I've been struggling because I was accepted onto the cast of a show, right? And I have not signed the contract yet. And I'm like, I don't know why. I just keep holding back. And then I had another thing. I had these two great, amazing opportunities presented to me at the same time, like literally on the same day. There's this show that I could go on, which is like literally for your business to boost you up. And it's like all of these expert entrepreneurs that you are coached by, and then you go up against other up and coming, like, founding people, right? Like, this person's got a food truck, this person's a psychic, this person's whatever, and we compete with each other and try to win a $15,000 cash prize. We stay for 5 days, and we learn all these awesome things, and then we apply them at the end of that day, and whoever does the application the best wins and goes on to the next thing. You know, and it's just, even that alone is huge, because these people who are teaching you this stuff are like multimillionaires and they know what they're doing. But it will cost me $4,000 for the stay, the travel, and the food. And they take care of everything else. They don't really make any money on that. That's just to cover you to go. But because finances have been tough, like this morning, my phone being turned off, and I'm like, all right, got to put it on a payment plan. Oh, I just sent, like, that last night, sent out everything I had except for $2 to pay rent, and like luckily had a deposit come in 9 hours before our phones got shut off. So, you know, I'm afraid of signing a contract and then not being able to pay to go to the show. But I also know the universe is pushing me to believe in my ability to do it, because I know how to manifest money. And when I think back over the years, like, even at the times that I didn't have a physical 3D job, I still manifested money, like massive amounts of it, when I needed to. So we need to get our emotions correct and our strength within ourselves, and know that the universe will provide if we believe that it will. And we have to tap into our higher selves and become empowered with the healthy boundaries with ourselves, our self-doubt, our fears, our judgments, all the bullshit that we do to ourselves, and make sure that we plant the seeds of potential that we're trying to grow, and we bring in the right people to work together with us and help us to heal. Like, don't be messing around with people that make you feel like this, because this knocks you down, and then it knocks down your inner value, and then that reflects in everything around you. You know, and it all ties together. Like, people, we always want to blame, like, oh, I had a bad time because of her, or him, or this, or that, a boop, a bop. But when I look back over all the things that have, like, been shitty, it's a combination. It's all interconnected. It's like, well, yeah, that person did that. Simultaneously, well, that person was doing that. And simultaneously, that was happening. And simultaneously, I was boppity beep. And so I found myself feeling lonely, feeling left out, feeling sad, you know, not tapped into my intuition, more so tapped into my subconscious beliefs and fears and blocks. And, you know, not receiving the love because I didn't feel worthy of the love, or because somebody sabotaged it, or because I sabotaged it. Because even if somebody outside of us sabotages something, it's still us sabotaging ourselves, because we've attracted that into our reality. We were a participant within whatever it was, and we most likely went against our gut, or we, you know, betrayed ourselves in some way, because everything is a reflection, unfortunately. Yes, some people suck, and they just suck for no reason, and they, like, maybe some murderer will come up and murder you. It's not necessarily your fault. You may have signed up for it on some energetic soul level, for some lesson to learn, or to some karmic debt to release. But when it comes to the other things in our lives, where it's like, I had my heart broken, a lot of times we made the decisions to participate in love blindly, or ignore red flags, or go into more conflict and competition and chaos and let it consume us. Because however somebody behaves and betrays and causes these 10 of swords, you know, oh my God, they lied, they cheated, they stealed, they did something bad. We were still the willing participant there for them to put us in that, but how we react to it is also in our hands. We can be creative and inspired. We can turn it into a poem. We can close down and get guarded and stop showing up in the world. We can go and reconcile with the parts of ourselves that we recognize were missing due to whatever played out in those circumstances. And we can be more mindful about who we are connecting with, or what we identify as what's our bliss, or our 10 of cups. Because a lot of us get all wrapped up in these circumstances where somebody's judgment or our own judgment gets reflected back, and we think we're getting an awesome new beginning, but we end up getting a karmic imbalance and having to walk away all wounded. But we can walk away wounded and become the Empress. We can walk away wounded and find the right people to work with. We can drop all these burdens and not give up on our destination that we're trying to get to, which is here. But we can't get here while we're still thinking about this and feeling sad and like, oh, you know, a lot of times we will block ourselves from new blessings or new people or new experiences based off of what we went through before, or because we want something to become right with what we had before. You know, it's like, oh, I want them to come back and, like, you know, make me feel like I'm not bad, or make me feel like I am lovable. Because for some reason, when they do what they do and guard and block whatever, we become the one that we feel is, oh, I'm unlovable and I'm not worthy of it. And, you know, we keep giving and giving and giving, or trying to give to someone who doesn't even want to receive, and that's an imbalance and it's blocking us. And meanwhile, there are people out there who want to give to you romantically and who aren't going to juggle you. But when you are juggling you stay in the circumstance of juggled. But when you realize that you don't need to do that, you can get creative and have your wishes come true, you will stop that karmic imbalance from playing out over and over and over. You'll stop letting yourself get put into circumstances where you get left on red, or you get your heart broken, or it's only passion, an illusion. Be single, sexy, confident, independent. Make the right judgment call. Make the right choices and start going quickly towards being this valuable, sexy, beautiful bitch. And put an end to the chapter of bullshit, so your wish can come true and the universe can bless you and you find your strength. That was the Ace of Cups. So, and there's the Ace of Wands. New beginnings are present for people. Four of Wands are present for people. Do not give up on this, but make sure, you know, you are thinking about where your passion lies and how you're showing up to that passion. I just shook my head, and I think I had a thing in my ear, but it disappeared. So yeah, your strength is also going to inspire people. So hold on to that. And then look, I don't know, this could be you, this could be other people not knowing which path to take. If it's a twin flame and you don't know what path to take, and you're like how I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to sign that thing. I don't know if I can make much money. I have to just decide, like, I'm signing it because it's worth it. It's a good opportunity. Like, I got to build myself up and make the right choice. You know, I need to have trust in me. And then when I do, and I do all those things and I'm feeling all those ways, that will reflect within our twins, you know? Like, if we're feeling dull and bored or nervous and anxious, it's most likely on the other side, too. Somebody's feeling that way. Committed until death does us part isn't enough. Somebody may want to commit to you, feel alive again with you, and make you happy again. But I feel like for many of us, we need to support ourselves right now so that we can overcome that lack of support that was manifested in the past due to the fact that we weren't making the choices to receive it. We weren't being healthy, so we were attracting unhealthy circumstances with people, and now they miss the warmth. Now they want to open up, but you know, they can feel limited because they are, due to the fact that you may be limiting them due to your fears or your doubts, your behaviors towards yourself, because they're going to reflect that back to you because they are a mirror, okay? Your light helped to guide me out of my darkness. So keep guiding yourself out of the darkness and trust the inner truth. You know what's going on here. You feel it. You know it. You trust it, okay? They may be busy working. You may be busy working. But you both are still committed to each other on a different level. And just keep inspiring this person because they want to do the right thing. So you do the right thing. Be beautiful, okay? And with that, namaste.